Diverging paths in a palace garden. Diverging thoughts in the mind of a troubled lady. Gravel, sand, a border of white stone. A high lord, soon to be chancellor, speaks of a lady both notorious and wonderful. Rose, cypress, a strutting raven. A policeman somewhere. His mind elsewhere, perhaps, troubled by a lady.
It is difficult to express what I saw in Lady Mazago. Something sublime, or maybe aspiration towards the sublime. Oh, I know she flouted rules, but always with humour and grace. By the way, I do admire your Lieutenant Yukinari. He is a man of honour. Shonagon, you quite well?
Yes, my lord?
No. Since I rejoined you, you have been distracted. Did something happen while I was with Mazago and the lieutenant?
No, my lord.
Yes? Tell me.
Emperor Kazan.
Kazan? He found you in that courtyard?
He simply appeared.
Yes, he does that. He simply appears. Did he ask about Mazago?
No, he didn't mention Mazago or the lieutenant or you, my lord.
Well?
He offered to pray with me. I declined.
That is all? No. The lady. He spoke about Lady Mazago, and I'm sure there was nothing sublime in what he said. Come with me. Now I will simply appear.
Kazan! Kazan, stand up!
Lord Korechika.
Up! Off your knees!
We are in a temple.
I know where we are, monk. Retired Emperor. Philanderer.
I confess I have been snared by women.
You have pursued women and slandered them.
Unpleasant truth is often mistaken for slander.
Truth?
You refer, I take it, to comments I might have made about Lady Mazago. Good afternoon, Lady Shonagon.
Imperial Kazan.
Repeat those comments.
In a temple, my lord?
I command you.
My lord.
Speak.
Very well. Some say that I pursued Lady Mazago. Others accuse me of having been snared by her.
Slander and vanity.
As were many others.
Many adored that lady.
Indeed, many men, much adoration. Is it not so, Lady Shonagon? Shonagon?
Is a temple a place for slander or gossip?
Clever lady. It is certainly not a place to draw a sword. My lord, you have threatened a retired emperor, although I think, even with your temper, such an outlandish and defiling...
You understand now, Lieutenant. My madness is no disguise. I killed the love of my life, we must believe, therefore I am mad. I was mad before the act, and after the deed I became madder still. Oh, this is very fine sake. The flask is rather small, and so is the cup, but very fine. I do thank you, Yukinari. A touching farewell. On awakening too early, no. Things that disturb when one awakes too early to rise. The baying laughter of a young man not yet abed. The snores of a wife, the beat of one's heart, the fear of death. Where are these lines coming from? The mind is indeed strange. I don't fear death, but I will die. Oh, well, of course, but I mean, I will be killed. I will be sent into comfortable exile. I am to have 3 servants, Lieutenant. 3's more than enough. Somewhere high in the hills, which my wife so dearly loved. And then one day, maybe a man will appear dressed in black and grey and with a milky eye. Maybe I'll be dozing on my veranda and wake to see the shaft of a lance protruding from my chest, one of her young poets glaring down at me. And maybe something more prosaic. More likely. Poison in my sake, put there by one of those 3 servants. But it will happen. Never fear.
I don't think it will be the man with the milky eye or one of the verse makers. He'll do it himself. Despair.
Remorse?
He told me once.
Or self-pity?
He told me he hadn't seen his wife for many years. I think he meant she'd become invisible to him. The woman he loved, he could no longer see her or touch her. She was lost to him. If you ever became lost to me...
I am here. Can you not see me?
Yes. I see you pacing around.
Your cousin's house is very clean.
Then won't you sit down?
No, not yet. This is a new tapestry.
Yes. And I cleaned the house myself. I was here before dawn.
Imperial Kazan, you simply appear.
Lady Shonagon, Lieutenant, this is a quaint and charming little house.
How did you find this quaint little house?
I have news for you.
I'm sure, my lord, it would be beneath you to follow us. Perhaps the man in black and grey with the milky eye.
Did you notice such a man?
No, but maybe he wears those clothes only when he wants to be noticed, recognised.
Clever policeman. The eye he creates with the white of an egg or some such thing. My news. Lord Korechika has been exiled to the provinces. He will not be Chancellor.
Your Majesty.
Of course, Shonagon. Your first thought is for his sister and the protection she has lost. The Empress who raised you so high and who alone holds you there. Please ask the Lieutenant to go outside or move to another room.
This is not my house. I am a guest here.
Very well. A lady-in-waiting and a policeman. A remarkable pairing.
Is it not true, my lord, that Lord Korechika is the most admired man in the palace?
In the entire country, Lieutenant. But he is not fit to be Chancellor. Oh, he has many fine qualities. His valour, his gallantry, his spiritual yearning.
Are these undesirable in a chancellor?
No, but what is eminently desirable, what is absolutely required? Self-discipline, strategic foresight. Shonagon, you could compile a long list of the qualities Lord Korechika does not possess. And now he draws a sword on a monk in a temple. In a temple, he strikes a retired emperor.
Who is to be Chancellor?
His own uncle, Lord Michinaga, a man of great strategic foresight. And I will be helping him to guide this palace, this country, into a new era of stability, prosperity, greatness. And you can help me, both of you.
Are you offering us employment, my lord?
Call it an alliance. I have long considered you, Shonagon, to be one of the most intelligent women in the palace. You are adept at reading people, situations, at discerning hidden things.
You could be describing Lieutenant Yukinari.
I realise that, which is why I now make this offer to both of you. Ally yourselves with us.
Yukinari?
My allegiance is to the Emperor.
And mine is to the Empress.
And what of Lady Mazago?
Lady Mazago, what of her?
It is part of my duty to speak for the dead.
You exposed her killer. What else is there to say?
Without having known her, not much. All I have is versions of her, none of which I understand.
Maybe I can speak for her. The lieutenant thought her death was caused by drunkenness, rage, madness, despair.
Or self-pity.
I suspected it might be part of some kind of conspiracy centred on Lord Korechika. Were we both wrong?
There was no conspiracy. Just call it watchfulness. It has long been known that Lord Korechika should not be Chancellor.
So the lady's death was useful to you?
Like a sword in the temple.
Yes, and a blow to a monk. A woman's death was another useful shadow over Lord Korechika, given his admiration for the lady. But it was for her I was to speak, not any lord. Then again, it was lords who created her, this dead woman, this ghost whom Yukinari cannot understand. The wife of Lord Mazago, a vanishing, a void. Even he said he hadn't seen that woman for years. As for him, we hear he is charming, witty.
Melancholy sometimes, but fascinating company.
He's also a drunkard and a madman and a killer. He killed with an axe, my lord. He killed the lady created by Lord Korechika, that unique and brave and enchanting woman. He killed her with an axe, which he also used on your creation, Brother Kazan. On an eccentric, scandalous, even shameless woman. Oh, maybe she deserved to be shamed and denounced and shunned. But to be felled with an axe? So bloody and extreme, but useful.
Shonagon, enough?
It should be. But no doubt young poets are already creating their own inspiring goddess. I'm sure husbands are making of her a warning, a dreadful tale with a lesson for us all. So in death, she is made by men. And in life, when this baffling ghost was in her living flesh, who moulded her then? She loved the hills, the woodland, the rivers and the sea. Not only loved them, but you went to them, studied them, wrote about them. See, the husbands say and the wives echo, she is capricious, abnormal, a laughingstock. She even wrote about explorers and hunters and peasants. Peasants! She is deviant. She is crazy. She was desired and adored and pursued and no doubt loathed and feared by men. She is a temptation and a danger. Maybe then, maybe only then, desired and feared. She knew her own power. No, she also knew it when a page of her writing satisfied her.
Well, that is most certainly enough.
Yukinari has tried to mould me, Kazan.
Without success?
With very little, because he has tried to make me free. He has challenged me to be myself. He's been trying for years. Did you notice the garden when you came in? No? It is much improved. Yukinari saw to that.
You will not be surprised that my offer of alliance has withdrawn.
I am not surprised.
We are indeed not unhappy to hear it.
You may be surprised, but not happy, to hear of Lord Michinaga's first act as Chancellor.
Apart from ordering the exile of his nephew.
Better to think of his niece.
The Empress.
He has appointed his daughter Shoshi as first consort to the Emperor.
My Majesty.
Yes. We have a new Empress. Your Majesty, Lady Shonagon, she who truly moulded and made you, who raised you and sustains you, she has been eclipsed.
My Majesty, my delight, my treasure, my protection, my life, all to be eclipsed. All to go into the dark.